Bugünkü konuşmamıza hoş geldiniz. Arkadaşlar bugün size Türkiye'ye İngiltere'den gelmiş ve 5 yıldır burada yaşamakta olan ismi Jimmy ve Susan ile tanıştıracağım. Onlar bizlere benim soracağım sorulara, Türkiye ile alakalı ne düşündüklerini, burada nasıl bir yaşam sürdüklerini, burayı ne kadar sevdiklerini anlatacaklar. Bu tür konuşmaların İngilizcenizi geliştirirken çok faydalı olacağını düşünüyorum. Gerek Jimmy, gerek Susan, Kuzey İngiltere'de yaşamaları nedeniyle, Middlesbrough şehrinden gelmeleri nedeniyle elbette birazcık aksanla konuşuyorlar. Tabii ki bu aksanda Londra aksanı bekleyemezsiniz. Ancak İngilizce öğrenirken tabii ki şu çok önemli, her türlü aksanı anlıyor olmanız gerekir. Bu yüzden bu tür konuşmaları, bu tür sohbetleri dinlemenizi tavsiye ediyorum. Şimdi söyleşime başlıyorum arkadaşlar. Jimmy and Susan, hi.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
you okay?
Yes, good, thank you.
Yeah. Jimmy, now the people watching are usually my friends or the subscribers who watch me on internet, you know, on YouTube channel.
Yes.
And I've just told them that you have been living in Turkey for 5 years and you like it very much here, I think. That's why you're in Turkey. Can you please talk about yourself? Introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Jim McQuillan. I'm 59. I'm retired.
Yeah.
I retired 4 or 5 years ago. I worked in the steelworks for 37 years. Started at 16. And I ended up training instructor with overhead cranes in the northeast. And then I was met Sue. We've been married for 25 years.
So when did you actually meet Sue and you got married, you know?
We met 30 years ago.
32.
32 years ago.
Can you remember the date?
Well, I remember.
Very much doubt it.
No, but I can remember where I met Susan in my auntie's shop.
In your auntie's shop?
Yes,
Right.
Susan's mum
Yeah,
worked for my auntie.
right.
And Sue had just come back from Germany. She was in the army.
All right.
She came from Germany. She was in the shop. I came down to fix my auntie's car.
Right.
And that's how we met.
So was it love at first sight or something?
Yes, definitely love at first sight.
Love at first sight. What about you? You feel the same?
Don't know about
Must
that
be
one.
if you've been married for 30 years, you know. So sorry to interrupt. Yeah,
No
carry on,
problem,
please.
yeah. We're married. We've got 3 children. Our eldest daughter, 32.
32 years old.
She live in
my
America.
God. Arkadaşlar görüyorsunuz değil mi? Kızı 32 yaşında. Yani.
She live in America,
Yeah.
Orlando. We have 3 grandchildren
Yeah.
who live in Orlando. She's married to Seb. He was professional footballer in England,
Right.
and he moved to Orlando, played professional football in Orlando, and then they moved out there, and they've got a wonderful life in America. Our middle daughter still lives in England. She's just had our other granddaughter, who
Right.
is 6-7 months old. And our youngest son, James, he's finished university. He works in a college.
So you've got 2 daughters and 1 son.
And 1 son,
All
yeah.
right. How old is the eldest? You said 32.
Our Nicole is
Kirsty's 32. Nicole is 29 in June and James is 25.
So that's good.
Yeah,
That's good. So you've got how many grandkids?
3 grandchildren.
3.
4, sorry.
4
4
grandkids.
grandchildren.
So have you ever been to Orlando to visit?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. How many times? Many
Just
times?
once.
Just once. Did
When
you
we-
like it in America?
Yes, lovely, absolutely lovely. I would like to live there,
Mhm.
but I like to go for holidays and see children, our daughter and the grandchildren. It's very similar to Turkey, isn't it?
Yeah, when you walk down the main boulevard
Yeah.
in Altinkham, it's very much like Orlando.
Palm trees.
Really?
Really pretty like Orlando, yeah.
I'll drive on the right hand side, the same side, but
And they all beep as soon as you stop at lights.
Yeah. All right. So there'd always be. Jimmy told me that you were in the army in Germany.
I wasn't myself, it was my ex-husband, and I lived in Germany.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
I lived in Germany for 4
Did you like
years.
it there?
I did. I loved it.
Yeah. Which part of Germany did you live in?
Hereford. It's near, not far from Detmold.
Okay, I've been to Berlin. Yeah.
Ah, right. Yes.
Berlin is very nice,
Yeah.
very plain. You know, I mean, not mountainous. You know,
Yeah.
very green
Yeah.
as well at the same time.
It's a lovely country.
we drove through on the way over when we brought the car over to Turkey.
Ah,
So we drove from England to Turkey. We went through.
So, sorry to ask, when you were in England, what job did you have? What did you do?
I made steel. I worked in the steelworks,
Yeah, steelworks.
a big heavy industry.
Okay.
So I used to drive all the big cranes.
And so you're retired now?
I'm retired and I was ended up as, I started off crane driver and I ended up teacher, trainer, assessor,
Oh, that's good. That's good.
safety man
It's quite a good progress, isn't it?
through 30 years.
Yeah,
It's
30 years.
Very good, yeah.
And work experience, of course.
Excellent,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you please tell us what you like about Turkey? Why do you live in Turkey instead of living in UK?
We like the laid
So
back.
5 years, sorry, for 5 years you've been renting in Dilerim.
Well, no, not. We
No,
owned our own we've had apartments we'd owned.
All
We
right.
bought our first apartment about 9 years ago.
More about 11, I think.
Then we, on a complex, we didn't like the complex, so we sold. Then we moved into a penthouse duplex. We were there quite a couple of years. We sold that one.
All right. So you have already had 2 apartments, two properties in Turkey.
Yeah.
You bought 2 and you
Yeah.
sold them. Now you live.
And now we just rent. Yeah, we
You rent.
put money in bank. We rent,
Okay.
and we do it. It's like the weather's nice. The Turkish people are really, really nice people. Very helpful. Although we don't speak a lot of Turkish, we try. We speak a little bit.
What words do you know in Turkish, for example?
We know a lot of, like, say we can say günaydın, nasılsın, I used to nasılsın, and
Okay.
just the basic
We
stuff
know,
get
a
by.
lot of random words
Yeah.
like, I don't know, candle,
Can
road,
you tell us in Turkish, though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Agadash, friend,
Araba.
Yol, road,
Yol, road,
candle.
yeah.
So we can
Yeah.
say words, we can ask for things, you
But
know.
it's very hard to
How do you say
put the words
ekmek?
together.
Ekmek in English.
Ekmek is
Bread.
bread.
Bread, yeah. And su?
Sut is
Soup,
the milk.
soup, water.
Su is water.
How do you
Yeah.
say fish in English? In Turkish, sorry.
Fish is
Balık.
balık.
Balık, yeah, which doesn't sound very nice in
No,
English.
but English we call it
Yeah.
fish, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
fish.
I mean, we get by.
Yeah.
I said a lot of the Turkish.
A very small joke for you, a very small question. Joke, yeah? What do you call a fish without an eye? It's an English joke.
Is it?
Yeah.
No idea.
Huh?
No idea.
That's a deer with no eyes, yeah? No idea. What do you call a fish without an eye? A fish without an eye, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
No eye.
Oh.
Excellent. Yeah, I heard this in UK.
Yeah.
When I went to UK, I used to go to UK every year, sometimes 3 or 4 times,
Mm.
at least twice. I used to do some business there. But English jokes at the beginning, when I was a student or just a teacher, you know, when I just first started teaching, I really didn't understand the sense of English jokes.
Yes.
But I started to learn as time went by, you know.
Yeah.
So
Our son-in-law, because he's half American, he finds some of English humour very strange.
Like the Americans.
Yeah, I think because they're a lot drier
English-
than English people
English
are.
humour is very.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Turkish don't get
That's
English
right.
humour.
Yes.
It's thingy, but you say we get by. We speak.
in America, when I went to America as well, I went to New York, and in America, I think the independence of a person, individual independence is important, you know. But in UK, I know many different places in UK. I've been to many different places. I think in UK, the independence, you know, the freedom of society is more important.
It's a lot
So it's not
different.
individual, it's society in UK.
Yeah, the cultures are very different.
Yeah.
You know, English people are genuinely warm, happy people. They will help you. So laid back. Obviously, different parts of the UK is different. You know, if you go down to London, it's they don't have a lot of time for you, and that way you come up northeast, everybody's friendly.
That's right,
It's
yeah.
the same in America. You go to different states. The Americans seem to be a lot colder, don't they? And
A bit reserved.
yes, a bit more reserved, and they're like big and better. The
Yeah.
Americans, you know, whatever you can do in the UK, we can do better.
I asked the guy there actually, you know, I had a car, I rented one, and then on the way to Washington, I just stopped at petrol station. The navigator told me that I wasn't far away, like 2 hours from Washington. I mean, the guy with his family was there. I said, "I'm sorry, sir, but can you please ask me, help me?" He said, "What's the problem?" I said, "I'm on the way to Washington. Do you think I'm on the right way?" and he started laughing. He said, "How can I know? I've never been there, you know." So I was only 2 hours away. So how can you live in a country and you don't know where Washington DC is? Can you imagine a Turkish person living here and you ask where Ankara is? Everybody knows it.
But what I like about Turkey is, if they don't know what you want or where you want to be, they will stop somebody else for you and ask them if they know. They will, like, we once got on the wrong bus.
Yeah.
There was 4 of us, we all got on the wrong bus because we were trying to do things ourselves, realised we were on the wrong bus. So the bus driver stopped the bus in the middle of the road, he flagged another bus down, didn't he? Made him wait, we all got onto that bus, he told that bus driver where we wanted to be, and then he took us. You wouldn't get that in England.
Yeah.
They would not do that for you in England, would they?
No, they would just say, you're on the bus, get off.
Yeah.
I mean, different cultures,
It's
different way of life, you know.
This is what we like about Turkey, you know, compared to the UK, don't we? It's laid back. And our children like to come here.
Yeah, have they ever been?
Yes, they've all been.
It's only been this last year because of the pandemic that the 2 youngest haven't been there, and we spend the full summer
They
here.
like to come and
So
they love Turkey, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
And we like to visit other places in the winter because we're here all year round and it's quiet here. There's nothing here, so we like to travel to other places and see other parts of the country, and it's a beautiful country. Yeah.
Just 1 or 2 more questions. You know, can you? I mean, while you are living here, as you are living here now, you must have some hobbies or some free time activities. How do you socialize here? What do you do?
we have Turkish, we have really good Turkish friends and English friends. So we do a variety of things with them.
Yeah.
But I also like to crochet, like Turkish ladies, and knit. I also knit. I like decorating and things, cooking. I love cooking.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of making prawn and chicken lemon pasta.
Ah, prawn and chicken
For
lemon
tea.
pasta.
Yeah, for tea.
Right.
I like to go fishing, swimming, snorkeling, and I still go to the gym and train.
You go to the gym?
I go to
How
the
many
gym.
times a week?
Well, 3 or 4 times a week.
That's good.
Still
And how long do you stay there?
about an hour. I do an hour every time, but I've trained all my life. I've always
It
trained.
looks like it.
I've always done something. I've always kept fit and healthy.
That's good.
So we keep busy, don't we? We have and then like you said, we have a good friends. We have very good Turkish friends. We go away with them sometimes in the winter, or
We actually went to Amsterdam as well with our Turkish friends
Yeah.
through the winter.
Yeah.
That was really good, wasn't it? Yeah.
good.
and then our English friends. We go to places sometimes. There's always something to do, isn't there?
That's right, yeah. Especially when summer comes here in this town, you know, there are lots of things to do. You
Yes.
can go to the beach, you can go fishing, you can meet people in the pubs. But because of pandemics, you know, it's a bit difficult at the moment.
Limited.
But I think we are getting over it now, slowly.
Slowly.
Yeah, slowly. It will take time, a little bit more time. But one last question. Can you tell our viewers, you know, how you met me and when you met me? Well, I do remember how I met you. I think.
Yeah, I was having a lot of difficulty with my residency card.
All right, yeah.
Jim got his within 4 weeks, and 6 months later, was it? I was still waiting for mine, and I'd asked, and it had been chased up. I came to see you. You were really good. You helped. Came on the Friday. You phoned to give my details on the Monday, and by the following Monday, I actually had my card.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for my own part, I must say that, you know, the British people, when they started coming to Didim in 1984, they started coming, but legally they started buying properties after 2002. I mean, at that time in 1984, between 1984 and 2002, this was like a fishing town, you know? No big buildings, you know, just 1 or 2 constructors. And there were, in 1995, 1990s, there were only 7 policemen in town. Only 7. Now there are about 300 policemen here working, you know? And the British people would come, like June, July, August, and middle of September, maybe end of September, 4 months, and the season would close, okay? But people made good money at that time from the British people, and I have always told people, up to now I still tell them, if you treat the people nicely, you know, in a good manner, they will keep coming.
Yeah, exactly.
They will bring you the pounds, they will bring you foreign currency, and then you will always have, you know, money in your pocket
income.
as long as you treat them nicely.
Yes.
But if you don't treat them nicely, if you rip them off, if you overcharge them, you know, if you don't keep your promises, not only you, but also the country will lose. So that's what happened here. Most British people sold up, they went back to their own countries. I wish the Brits always kept coming here.
Because British people are very chatty. So if somebody does them wrong, they're very quick to tell people that they've done them
And then
wrong.
they go and they won't come back.
Yeah, they pay for the quality.
Yeah.
They pay for what they get. You know, most other nationalities always haggle this and that, but the Brits, when they come, before buying apartments, they used to have £5,000, £3,000 in their pockets. First week, they could go to the pubs, bars, enjoy themselves. The following week, before they went home, whatever money left in their pocket, they would go to the carpet shop, leather jacket shop, jewelers. They would just spend it all and go back to England,
Yeah.
you know, broke, no money left, you know.
Yeah.
But hopefully, you know, the people, especially Turkish people working in tourism sector, will think about this again, and then will be careful with their behaviors, and the British people will soon start to come back to Turkey again, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Arkadaşlar, Jimmy ve Susan'la ben bundan birkaç hafta önce tanıştım. Jimmy'nin oturum izni çıkmıştı ama eşininki bayağı bir uzun zamandır, 6-7 aydır bekliyor. Kendisininki tamam ama onunki değildi. Bir evrakla ilgili sıkıntı vardı. Ben de onlara tabii ki yardımcı oldum. Aynı zamanda yeminli tercümanlık da yapıyorum burada. Hani İngilizce hocası olduğum için. Orada bir dostluğumuz gelişti. İşte bu evi kiraladılar. Burada oturuyorlar. Gayet güzel. İşte evi de ev yaptılar. Mesela o kadar güzel bir ev oldu ki işte burada yiyorlar, içiyorlar, pişiriyorlar, Türk yemekleri yapıyorlar. Artık gerçek anlamda Türk gibi yaşamaya başladılar. Is there anything else that you want to add? Okay, thank you so much for having this conversation with me.
Thank you.
And I believe that my viewers, you know, on YouTube, are happy to hear,
Yeah, I hope they find it helpful,
you know,
yeah.
what you told them.
I just
already.
wish we could speak Turkish as good as you speak
Yeah.
English.
Yeah, keşke biz de Türkçe konuşabilseydik diyorlar ama but you know a few words.
Little
as you
bit
said.
learning,
Yes.
yes.
How do you say hoşça kalın in English? I mean goodbye.
Goodbye, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Just goodbye. Or,
Goodbye, yeah.
Or in
see
Turkish?
you later, görüşürüz.
Görüşürüz. Yeah,
Yeah.
görüşürüz.
Görüşürüz, yeah.
Or we
Or
say
hadi görüşürüz.
hadi görüşürüz. Yeah, but the best one is like hoşça kalın.
What does that mean?
Hoşça kalın. Goodbye.
Ah,
Yeah,
right.
can you tell the viewers hoşça kalın?
Hoşçakalın.
Hoşçakalın.
Okay.
Thank you.
When you are living with somebody, you say Allah'a ısmarladık. Yes, I'm going back. You know, like Allah'a ısmarladık. Goodbye. But when you're, a bit more modern, you say hoşça kalın. Say again.
Hoşçakalın.
Hoşça kalın. Evet arkadaşlar, bizi dinlediğiniz için çok teşekkür ederim. Bir sonraki videoda görüşmek üzere. Kanalıma abone olmayı ve beğenilerinizi veya yorumlarınızı yazmayı lütfen unutmayın. Teşekkür ederim.